Hello, and welcome to BOI Impact. I am Elo Odibo-Madaki. The Bank of Industry, Nigeria's foremost development finance institution, has developed innovative financing packages for various sectors of the economy, especially sectors that drive inclusive and sustainable impact in line with the bank's vision and mission. BOI's role is crucial in enabling digital transformation across various sectors, ensuring that Nigeria remains competitive in the global digital economy, which in turn stimulates job creation and economic diversification. The digital economy encompasses all economic activities involving digital technologies, with content creation playing a vital role in this landscape. In line with Nigeria's transition to digital television broadcast standards, via the Digital Switchover DSO project, key players are actively optimizing the shift from analog to digital broadcasting. Felicia Communications Limited was established in 2009 by Dr. Femi Adefila, who is the managing director and CEO of the company, to harness the opportunities in the broadcasting industry. With the support of the Bank of Industry, the company launched Western Spring Television in 2022, a digital television station equipped with state-of-the-art broadcasting equipment. Content creation is undeniably a core component of the digital economy. Whether through entertainment, education, marketing, or business promotion, digital content drives various sectors of the economy. It creates new jobs, fosters entrepreneurship, and contributes to innovation and the global flow of information. Media practitioner Dr. Femi Adefila said the production of good content is the focus of Felicia Communications Limited.
In broadcasting, content is key and is king. I will even tell you that broadcast is a content-driven business. What we sell within the broadcast space is content. So for us at Raven at 1.7 FM, emphasis is on content quality. We don't compromise that, because that's what we sell out to the people. That is what people use to identify who we are. That's what they benchmark us with, the quality of the content that we push out. You don't need to know where we are located, where we are domiciled, but you can feel us by virtue of the content that we push out on our channel. So we have won consistently the best radio station in Osun State in 2015, to the glory of God, and by virtue of the quality content that we push out. So if you make content the focus of your enterprise as a broadcast business person, you will stay afloat. I can't do it alone. I'm just here, I'm just one person, and I'm blessed with the best of professionals that I can get in Southwest. And I chose Osun because this is where I come from. Lagos is good, the opportunities are there. The figures are very attractive. The patronage is there. But the truth of the matter is somebody must develop the intellect. We can't all be migrating to the cities and forget the intellect. And of course, this is a state capital. This is a state. So I am satisfied with being in Osun to make my own contribution to the GDP, the development of my state where I come from.
He spoke further on the impact of BOI support.
I want to thank God that I came across the Bank of Industry. I'm a very ambitious person. I tell people I don't have Godfather, but I have God the Father behind me. And I love to dream, I dream big. So when we wanted to start the project of television, we couldn't muster more than 65% of the fund that we needed. So somehow I reached out to Bank of Industry. And I must say that they were very amazing. What I like much about Bank of Industry is the ethical conduct of the staff. Humble, professional, ethical staff. They made everything I needed available to me. They were even the one calling and advising. Though they will cross the T and dot the I of every document, but they were very helpful and supportive. A single digit that Bank of Industry offers is the only solution to stay afloat. If not, you will sink. And of course, moratorium for about a year, that is very good. They bear risk so that this nation can develop. They bear risk so that our industrial sector can witness a lift. If not for them, we couldn't have been where we are today. Because they came into our life, they intervened at very critical intersection where we needed that finance, we needed that support so that we could manifest this dream. And to the glory of God, it has a multiplier effect on the economy of Osun State. We've employed more staff, directors, producers, cameramen, newscasters, young people, because that's the opportunity to fulfill a dream within this space. And that's why we want to make it comfortable for them. Something that they can see in Lagos, they can see it here. So Bank of Industry, we hold it to God and we hold it to them because they came into our life at a critical time in the life of this project and in the most friendly manner that made it easy for us. The finance cameras, TriCasters, and other studio equipment. We did the building, but the equipment that will make it a television station, beyond just the building, the finance it. Our current staff strength is around 49, and we were doing about 25 before. Now we've added more professionals on board because of the television peculiarities and taste. You need cameramen, you need directors, you need schedulers, you need producers, and you need floor managers who are in charge of light and stuff like that. For television, the world is a playground. The whole world is a playground. It's satellite broadcasting. Thank God for digitization. We're on Star Times now. Go on Go TV, go DSTV, even go international. Have partnership. That's the dream. To be big from the corners of Osogbo.
Welcome back. Next, we highlight another beneficiary of BOI support in the digital economy space. Imose Technologies Limited is an indigenous mobile technology company that produces desktops, laptops, mobile phones, tablets, Wi-Fi and routers, and educational tablets for children. Headquartered in Lagos, it operates service centers across key cities in Nigeria and West Africa. Imose Technologies Limited, through BOI funding, has expanded its production capacity to assemble devices locally, reducing the reliance on imports, thereby creating jobs for Nigerians. In support of the company's endeavors in Nigeria's digital economy, the Managing Director and CEO of the Bank of Industry, Dr. Olashipo Olusi, in September of 2024, led the BOI team on a facility tour of Imose Technologies Assembly Factory in Lekki, Lagos. During the visit, the chairman and founder of Imose Technologies, Mr. Osayi Zedonwe, appreciated BOI for its support and stated that the facility from BOI had fueled the company's growth.
We're on track to produce over 500,000 devices. We make bold to say that no other local company in the smart device industry could be that. And we're also gradually enhancing our local content. We're not just now importing the components from Asia. We are beginning to partner with other companies down the value chain to produce for us. And that is the kind of support that we think we need, because as we expand our base, expand our selling channels, we will also continue to build an ecosystem that can truly help us expand our digital economy. Because as you know, without the ecosystem locally, it's almost impossible to produce these devices. So with that, I just want to again thank you. We really appreciate the support we've received from the Bank of Industry. We look forward to working with the Bank of Industry, across all of our verticals.
Dr. Olashipo Olusi described Imose Technologies as a great Nigerian story.
I am very proud that the Bank of Industry is associated with Imose. In its 10-year journey, this is what we like to see. Nigerian enterprises, that have really stuck in this economy through thick and thin to get to where it is today. It is an amazing story. Like I always say, you have the American dream, but this is also the Nigerian dream. Absolutely. And I'm always very very fascinated by this kind of stories of success, of resilience, and of focus on impact. Now, I want to commend you and your enterprise for a number of very significant achievements that you've made. As you rightly mentioned, the Bank of Industry has recently focused on 6 thematic areas that are critical for Nigeria's development. And many of them you've already touched on. And it's some of the things that you are already doing to ensure that there is impact in our development space. You can see that the digital technology and transformation is also a very critical area for us, and we're already very heavily vested in that space. The fact that you have 350 distributors across the country shows that you have very strong support for MSMEs, other MSMEs, which is, again, one of the major and most significant parts of our own mandate. And lastly is the fact that you are also focused on youth development, education, and skills. Is another critical area for us. So you've already checked 4 boxes in our 6 thematic areas of focus. So well done, and congratulations to you and your team for such a very strong focus on impact. And I want to assure you that BOI is committed to standing side by side with you to ensure that the whole value chain which you are engaged in develops further. And because we believe that it is by developing the value chain that we can also contribute effectively to your own growth and also job creation in this country.
For over 6 decades, Bank of Industry has been here, driving Nigeria's industrial development through financial and business support services to micro enterprises, small and medium enterprises, and large enterprises across Nigeria. Leveraging on strategic partnerships, we provide equipment financing, working capital, and support to enterprises in key sectors of Nigeria's economy, including youth and women-led enterprises. Whatever your business needs, starting up, expansion, diversification, modernization, or rehabilitation, we'll be here, always to support you. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
BOI as a development bank has, in many ways, increased job creation in Nigeria. I'm not the only one. Several other companies, BOI has provided funding. But for us, I must take an example of a company. At the time we came in with our set-top box factory, the BOI came quickly. In less than 2 months or 3 months, not only did they appraise us, but they released the money. So in terms of economics, you can say that BOI has helped in growing Nigerian GDP. BOI also has done outside job creation, outside growing the GDP, because BOI, from my experience with them, is one of the intervention banks or the development bank that help small, medium, even large business. Because we're large business, we're not small businesses. So they're providing quick funding for us, and that, I say, has helped this economy to grow in electronics, in manufacturing, in other sectors, even in agriculture. They've been involved in what I mean in value-added agriculture. So for us, BOI has done well in terms of economics for Nigeria.
Another vital contribution by the Bank of Industry to Nigeria's digital economy is its focus on financing digital infrastructure. This includes supporting the development of broadband infrastructure, data centers, and other essential technologies that enable a robust digital economy. In response to the call by the federal government for the rapid development of digital connectivity and the drive for local content development, Coleman Technical Industries Limited pioneered the manufacturing of fiber optic cables in Nigeria for commercial and industrial digital signal transmission uses. Coleman Technical Industries Limited has been very resourceful and innovative in expanding its scope of business. The commissioning of its fiber optic cable manufacturing plant in 2022 generated many direct and indirect jobs and contributed significantly to the ongoing efforts at diversifying the Nigerian economy.
This will continue to provide job opportunities for our people. It will increase economic activity in our state, and by so doing, it will boost the lives of our people. I commission this to the glory of God and the use of our citizens.
Today you can buy also not only as wiring cable, your flexible conductors, your flat cable conductors, all in Coleman today. Cat 5, Cat 6, which were network cable, were part of what we initiated about 8-9 years ago during the BOI combination to do the first Cat 5, Cat 6 cable in country today. We're the only in-country producer in West Africa for Cat 5 and Cat 6. Also for your TV cable, which is called the RG59, the RG56. We're also producers of that in country today. Today, there's no cable anybody in this country will need as an individual, as a business, as a company, as for infrastructure that Coleman cannot produce in large scale at the right price. You can only scale up to appear in every part of the country, put in the right scale, put in the right business, and put in the right product mix in place to allow it. And automation has been key to our system. Driving technology transfers into our system. And we're very proud that majority, at least today, 98% of our workforce are Nigerians. The tenacity of Nigerians, when you give them an opportunity, when you believe in them, is extraordinary. And for me, that factory is a pride of Nigeria because it was 99% fully set up by Nigerians. If you don't believe in your own people, we will carry a lot of expatriates. But because we believe that you must train and transfer knowledge, we carry 98% more Nigerians at work. And we have developed them in the right way. At a point we had over 400 workers and we had one expatriate. Today we expect to increase growth because of the new plants we're building to over 1,000 to 2,000 workers. Now, it has worked because we've had the belief that the Nigerians are capable. Our total management team are Nigerian. I'll say more than 30% of my workforce really got their first jobs here and they're still here. So the first NYSC trial was here. We most likely will retain about 50% of our NYSC because we spend a lot of time training them. We make a profit in a year, everybody to the last man gets a part of that profit year in, year out. So for me, it's always been a policy of life should not be about the salary. It should be about the incentives that grow you. Now, you should not grow as a leader and your team do not grow at the same percentage of rate. That's my own philosophy.
The Bank of Industry remains committed to supporting existing and new businesses with high job and wealth creation potentials.
I am a Bank of Industry advocate, and everybody says, why? I said, look, it is only the Bank of Industry that is long-term thinking. It is there to push industry. It is there to push what you would not do. And I think they're the best supporter. They're the best development bank we have. I'll say we leaped 20 years forward with 10 years. And you cannot have a bank that can leap you to a decade ahead of your direction and to achieve something you have achieved in 2 decades, in 20 years, in 10 years, and not say they're not doing something right. And so for me, the Bank of Industry was a catalyst to my vision, to the vision we had of the business, to the vision the old team had of where we're going with this company. of what we can achieve in Nigeria. Now, the Bank of Industry has not only turned itself to a catalyst of a solution for cable, like in the case of Coleman, for the whole country. Now, the Bank of Industry has turned itself to a solution for not only Nigeria, for also exports. And they're not turning for export, they're now solving another country's problem from this place. So there's no way we can say that the Bank of Industry's relationship with Coleman has not been a fantastic catalyst of growth, positivity, job creation, in every way you can say. So for me, I'll tell you that we cannot have a country without a Bank of Industry. Nigeria cannot be a success story without a Bank of Industry. Coronation and Wema Bank were strengths for us in terms of our relationship with Bank of Industry. There were banks that saw Bank of Industries as collaborators, as partners of progress for their clients. I think the success story with those two banks with us today has been the mere fact that they saw partnership and they saw potential benefit over the long term of those relationships to their individual banks. I think today, the Bank of Industry has even done a lot more, because I know people now that go to Bank of Industry as low a loan as 10 million now. And that is a change for the better, because now it's gone to SMEs, it's gone to small scale, it's going to the medium scale, it's going to the large companies like ours, which authoritatively was a small micro business at a point in time, but has been able to move from small to medium to a very large scale business today, all on the scale of relationship with Bank of Industry.
The Bank of Industry is committed to fostering Nigeria's digital economy through financial support, training programs, strategic partnerships, and investment in digital infrastructure. By promoting digital literacy and entrepreneurship, BOI plays a vital role in accelerating Nigeria's transition into a thriving digital economy. For information on how to access BOI support, please visit any of our offices nationwide. You can also log on to our website www.boi.ng or our social media handles. For this and past editions of the program, visit youtube.com and type in Bank of Industry Limited Nigeria in the search area. That's it on this edition of BOI Impact. I am Elo Odibo-Madaki. Thanks for watching.